Welcome to the watch list. I'm Lindsay Malchuk. As crypto markets evolve, so do investor demands, and yield is quickly becoming the next frontier. Fineqia is stepping into that space with a Bitcoin yield ETP that's already getting attention. And joining me now is Bundeep Singh Rangar, CEO of Fineqia. Bundeep, what a strategic gap this is, and the Bitcoin yield ETP designed to fill in the broader Bitcoin investment. I mean, how are you for one? And tell us more about this for another.
Great. No, thank you. Happy to be on board. Look, Bitcoin is one of those great assets that people are looking at as a digital gold, right? But if you look at gold, gold does not give you yield.
Yeah.
And Bitcoin natively does not do that. But there are ways to get yield on Bitcoin. You can create wrap BTC and you can deploy them on blockchain protocols to get yield. And that's exactly what we do. That's where we deploy the assets. Now, we would do that because it gives passive income, but we would do that more so because investors want that. Like in the survey last year, 72% of all institutional investors said they'd like to get yield on their crypto assets, and in particular BTC. And while something like $27 billion has flowed into structured ETFs and ETPs in the world in Bitcoin, overall, less than 10% of Bitcoin products have yield. So there's a huge gap there between the expectation set of investors who want yield, who want passive income, and the actual deployment of Bitcoin for yield. And that's really the gap we're filling.
Well, I mean, let's flip over here and actually just talk about that $36 million in AUM. I mean, does that reflect the appetite for the yield in crypto? And if so, I mean, what factors could drive even more growth with that?
Yeah, I mean, out of that 36, about 15 just came in from our BTC product, right? The balance is from our Cardano product, which, as I said, was higher, but it's dropped because of the value of Cardano. But getting in 15 million, like within a week of launching, is pretty good. And I think that shows this kind of pent-up demand both for ETP products. Remember, Europe has about 60% of all listed crypto ETFs and ETNs, sort of which comprise ETPs, are all in Europe. So there's a natural market there for such listed products. Now you add, the hot thing right now is Bitcoin, because you look at all these Bitcoin treasury companies that are emulating strategy, and institutional acceptance of Bitcoin is high. The US is talking about mortgages against Bitcoin holdings. So you can get, look into the future and say, well, Bitcoin's here to stay. Now, how do I actually get yield on it? Because generally speaking, Bitcoin is a zero yield or very low yield product. So our product, I think, just hits the market at the right spot in terms of a good target yield of 6%. And it's a listed fungible product, so you can get in and get out whenever you want. It's a listed instrument in a regulated market like Europe. And by the way, it's tradable through its ISIN, so it's an internationally structured product.
I mean, you guys have always so much going on, and you are always so full of knowledge and wisdom, and I love chatting with you. Thank you again for joining us, and definitely come back soon.
Always a pleasure, Lindsay, and happy to come on again whenever you like.
Again, that was Bundeep Singh Rangar, CEO of Fineqia. You can actually find more conversations with Bundeep and I over on the Contributors Corner podcast right here on Stockhouse. And to learn more about Fineqia, make sure that you head to their website at fineqia.com, Fineqia.com. I'm Lindsay Malchuk. We'll see you soon.